of reasons. And who better than one of the original distributors of NSA and the Juice Plus company, who had the biggest vision, who decided to be the #1 distributor and employ himself at the highest level right out of the gates. And you've never looked back. You are certainly an icon in our industry, the entire network marketing profession. We know that you really helped create it. There's no one that I've ever come across that is not in awe of what you've been able to create and how you show up and what you deliver for the entire profession for us all. We're so grateful. We're so grateful that you're here pouring into us. You could have, I don't know, retired on an island. You could have bought a lot of islands, let's face it, and just given up a long time ago and just been paid on that residual that we love talking about. And I love that more than ever, after so many years, you show up more than ever because it's well beyond the financial aspect. It's the emotional revenue, right? So I'm going to hand it over to you, Jeff, because we want to squeeze every minute out of you, my friend. We're blessed to have you.
Well, thank you, Linda. Thank you, James. And hello, Juice Plus family, especially all the new Juice Plus family. And welcome to the Company with the Heart. And it's my honor. It's my pleasure. It's my privilege here. It is 6 a.m. in Florida. And I believe it's in the evening over there in Australia. But Linda, thank you for having me on the call. And it's a really interesting time right now in our world with what's going on. And I feel very blessed and very grateful that we have the Juice Plus products and the Juice Plus opportunity and have this wonderful gift that we can share with the world. I did a Zoom call last week with the European leaders and Simon Bowler over there. And I think they had over 5,000 people on a Zoom call. It's just going crazy over there with what's taken place. But just a little bit about my story, Linda. You know, I was a customer first. That's how I found out about it. And that's really important because sometimes you can get the cart before the horse and just talk about the opportunity. But you really got to go back to the basics, and that is where you become your own raving fan customer. You live the mission yourself. You have that belief. You have that emotional sincerity when you talk to people about our product. You know, sometimes in life, it's not what you say, it's how you feel about what you say. People communicate more with feelings than they do words. So step one is for you to become a raving fan customer, live the mission, have that belief, have that emotional sincerity about the product. That's step one. That's the basics. And don't just, come in, sign up and just focus on the money. You want to build a growing customer base. And that's really, there's two things that I focus on when I share my story with people is number one, onboarding new customers consistently, building that growing customer base. And number two, your job description is to onboard new team members, new partners, to build an organization. And, I got started back in, over 30 years ago. I was in my 20s and I was hungry and I was looking for something that I could grow as a person and become more and have more capacity to serve and make a difference in the world and do something that counts, something that matters. And I was very blessed. A friend of mine was kind enough to share with me this company, this opportunity, these products, and it changed my life. It really, Linda, was a defining moment in my life, a moment in time. And that's one of the reasons why I'm still so passionate about this company and this opportunity and these products is because it's a chance now to pay it forward. We've heard Tony Robbins say that, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure in life. We know people that have done well and made a lot of money in life, but they don't have that fulfillment. And our business is so rich in relationships and love and connection and growth. Aren't you the happiest in life when you're growing and there's progress and contribution, helping someone else? And, when you think about why Juice Plus, let's just go right to that. Why Juice Plus, especially today? Well, we meet two of the biggest needs in the world. And that first need is for people to take self-responsibility for their own health. And you think about it, we have a world-class nutritional product that strengthens the immune system. And with what's going on today, that is very, very important. And people are going for Juice Plus like never before, saying, I want that product. I need that product, because we have a product that everyone wants, everyone needs, and no one has. And then the second part of that is we have an opportunity for people to take self-responsibility for their own wealth. You know, health and wealth, two of the biggest needs in the world, and an opportunity really to share the gift of hope. You know, I share hope with people. Sign here, win here. I believe in you. Let's do this together. And, you know, so right now, what's taking place, Linda, you guys have done an excellent job over there in Australia, New Zealand, and around the world with your team and the focus that you guys have put in. But our business right now today, business is booming. I mean, the floodgates are open. It is harvest time. I mean, you talk about the recruiting pool. The recruiting pool that we have right now is wide and it is deep. There is a lot of talented, hungry people out there that are looking for a home. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity with what's taking place right now. Literally, the fish are jumping in the boat. I mean, we have the answer and we meet those needs at a very high level. Get this down in your notes. We, the Juice Plus company, we are built for this. We have a stay-at-home business and a world-class product that strengthens the immune system. We are built for this. We are made for this, and you've got this. Stay calm and stay in control is what I'm telling people. And I even made some notes, Linda, for the call here this evening for you guys. It really, what it boils down to, it's all about your state. Your state. What state are you in? What is your mindset? What is your belief? In other words, how are you going to show up in life? You know, what level are you going to play at in life? Our products work. Our company is solid. Our opportunity is solid. The only variable is the you part. And leadership today is more important than ever. Coming from that position of strength, having that voice of authority, having that confidence, you know, having something that you feel very strongly about and have that belief. But not only having that confidence in the position of strength and voice of authority, but having a servant's heart. People don't care in life how much you know until they know how much you care. The longest journey in life, guys, is from the head to the heart. If you're in your head, you're dead. But when you shift from your head to your heart and you truly are out there to serve and share this gift of health and share this gift of prosperity with people, people can feel that. You know, here's what you want to do. Where the focus goes, where you put your focus, that's where the energy flows. And that's what grows. You know, in other words, life is happening to me, right? Not, you know, in other words, life is happening for me, not to me, you know, as Tony would share. In other words, focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. Let me give you an example. You could paralyze yourself watching CNN. I could turn on that TV and watch CNN, constant negative news, and live in fear and paralyze myself with fear. What's wrong in life? Well, I can't control what's going on around the world, but I can control my emotional mastery, how I feel emotionally, how I feel physically, my physical mastery, and strengthen my immune system. It's called body, mind, and spirit, guys. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. Look, here's how it's working here in my house. I've never eaten so much Juice Plus as I'm eating today. I mean, you talk about staying at home and working in your underwear and having fun and freedom and flexibility and having a home-based business. The world has changed, and it's changed now forever. A lot of people are not going to have a job to go back to or want to go back to that. They're going to want to have a home-based business. They're going to want to be their own boss and be able to earn what they're worth and build something for themselves and build some residual income and work hard over the next 3 to 5 years where they could compress a lifetime of work into a 3 to 5 year plan. You know, load up on your Juice Plus. Take your complete. I'm eating off my tower garden. We're having fun and we're sharing this wonderful gift of health and prosperity and making a difference in the world. Isn't it nice to do something that counts, something that matters, something that's mission driven, that's cause oriented, something that's bigger than yourself? I mean, it's just so rewarding emotionally and spiritually to see the impact that you can make directly and indirectly with these world-class products. Listen, fruits and vegetables are not good timing. They're timeless. They're foundational. They're never going to go out of style. And we have a world-class product and a world-class opportunity, a 50-year-old company, solid, stable, and lasting. And this Juice Plus product, the awareness today is stronger and stronger every day, every year, every month about the importance of getting more fruits and vegetables in your diet. In other words, you guys, you can't work fast enough right now. I mean, talk about a fear of loss and a sense of urgency. For every day of work you miss today because of the timing, a year from now, you might have to work 5 days to equal one of these days because you are at the right place at the right time. One excuse you don't have when you get off this call tonight is to say, you know, Jeff, I was never at the right place at the right time. Yes, you are at the right place at the right time, but it doesn't mean you're going to get the prize. You got to go to work. If you treat it like a business or you treat it like a hobby, you get out of this what you put into it. It's based on performance. What do you want out of your business? What specific measurable results do you really want in life and with this business? But more importantly, why do you want it? Reasons come first. Get very clear on why you're doing this. Something that has that emotional charge, that has a compelling future, something that'll get you up early, keep you up late. You'll put in that extra 10% effort that'll produce 90% of the results. So, you know, it's almost like I tell people I want to get off the phone because you guys are already signed up. There's so many people out there that I haven't shared the story with, the product and the opportunity. I mean, the timing right now, it's the greatest opportunity of our lifetime. Not only now, but for the rest of our lives, because the world has changed, guys. So we talked about what's your option, sitting around being paralyzed with fear and focusing on things you can't control. You know, here's what I would suggest to you. Find gratitude in your life. When gratitude is present, fear can't exist. If you're grateful for what you have here is something that you can make a difference in the world, something that you can go out and touch and change people's lives. We have an answer. We have a home for people. So your call to action, guys, brand new people, the Juice Plus family, welcome to the Juice Plus family. Welcome to the company with a heart. You want to join the mission yourself. Become that raving fan customer, you know, where you truly believe in our product and what we're doing, and share from the heart. Give love first. You go out there and just be a big love bug and share this product and share this opportunity. Our job is to lead, to love, and to leave a legacy. And in closing statements, I would say this. This is your chance. This is your chance, but it doesn't mean you get the prize unless you go to work. It is your turn now. I've had my success over the past 30 plus years. I could have retired a long time ago, but I just decided to retire into my business, not from my business. To refire, not retire. Because I love what I do. I get to add value to people's lives. There's so much fulfillment, meaning, and purpose. It's rich in relationships and love and connect and growth and contribution. So it is your turn now. And I truly believe, Linda, the best is yet to come. And I can't say enough about, Linda, the job that you've done, and James and Brian and Adam and so many of the leaders over there. I don't want to leave anybody out. You guys know who stepped up over there and is leading by example, and the leaders that are over there. And the new people on the call, welcome to the Juice Plus company. Welcome to a company with a heart. And thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Jeff. I can I ask you a few questions? Do you have a few more minutes for us?
Sure, you got it.
You're going like, Jeff's 1 hour training gets compressed into 15 minutes, right? We got an hour training there.
We're so grateful for your time, and here's the thing that I never tire of, and I still just burn up my notebook, and I can see everyone else on all the screens doing the same. Every time, I've been listening to you for 12 years, and you always fire me up like, oh my God, quick, I better get out there. Hurry up, like, let's go. Why am I wasting time on this welcome call? Like you said, like, you guys are already signed up. Let's go, get harvesting. This is our time. And honestly, you have that ability every single time. The sense of urgency that you capture, your belief is the biggest of everyone always in the room, and your energy. And they're the two biggest hints that I want to give everyone. What I would love for you to share, because, you know, I remember there was many times, you know, at the back of the room when you would say, when you were a broke waiter and you went to your first conference, what you saw, what you found when you were almost living in your car. And we fast forward back then, because there is a lot of uncertainty. A lot of people have had the rug pulled from them. James and I signed up in total desperation 12 years ago at the start of the GFC, and we had not many options, and Lauren was there with this option. Thank goodness you invited her for 17 years to keep taking up the option. So there's another hint, everyone. Could you take us through just that story of how you got started, and we found a home? Because there's a lot of people right now who, would you take us through?
Well, let me share that with you, Linda, real quick. You know, it's people see the success now and, you know, and where I'm at, but I had some very humble beginnings when I got started. I did not come from a wealthy family. I'm the oldest of 3 boys. I lost my father at the age of 46. He was 46 years old, massive heart attack. It was literally the worst day of my life. But I decided to turn it into the best day of my life, because it's not the event, it's the meaning you give it. It's not what happens in life, it's what you do with what happens in life. And I use that as the fuel to really drive me to go out there and have the capacity to serve and make a bigger difference in the world. But when a friend of mine shared with me the product and the opportunity, I was a customer first, like I said, and there was a convention that was up in North Carolina that very first month that I got involved, and I didn't have the money to go to the conference. You know, I was a broke ex-waiter, and, you know, was struggling and juggling and was behind on my bills in life and my promises in life, but I was hungry. And I drove to that conference. It was about a 10-hour drive, and didn't have the money for the hotel. You know, all excuses are equal in life, guys. You can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. And I tore up that list of excuses, went up to the conference. I had one suit, a little skinny red tie. The one suit that I owned had long hair back then. And I remember sleeping in the car, and I went to the gym that morning, worked out, took a shower, put on my suit, went to the meeting, and I sat in the meeting at that first conference and literally had chills going through my body. I mean, I was sitting there and I heard the stories, and I said, if they can do it, I can do it. They're no better than me. This is my chance. This is my chance in life. And so what I was lacking in education or money or experience, I made up for that with just a really good work ethic. You know, find somebody that's hungry, somebody that's got a burning desire. If you could take Juice Plus and it would increase your desire, your want to, I'd tell you to liquidate all the assets you have and take as much as that as you can. Because like I said, you get out of it what you put into it. It's based on performance. So I had that burning desire, the willingness to work, willing to pay the price, and teachable. And we have a proven plan of action. We have a success formula. You don't have to try to reinvent the wheel. So I remember leaving that conference. It was a 2-day convention, and I got in my car and driving home, and I had the radio cranked up, and I was literally crying tears of joy, thanking God for answering my prayers, because I had been praying to please bring me something. You know, I'm a hard worker, but bring me something, God, to, you know, that I can grow and become more and have more capacity to serve and make a bigger difference in the world and be my own boss and have abundance and be able to do some of these things that most people only dream of being able to do in life. You know, with your favorite charities or whatever it is with your family, you've got so many options. And I drove home from that first conference and I said, okay, that's it. I'm not going to look up line. I'm not going to look down line. I'm going to look in the mirror. If it's to be, it's up to me. I'm going to be the best distributor in my organization. I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I'm going to put on the most new customers, the most new team members, and I'm not going to push people. I'm going to lead. Success breeds success. People watch the feet, not the lips. In other words, you walk the talk, you live the mission, and you go out there personally every day and do the basics, do the fundamentals. You onboard new customers, you onboard new team members, you do it consistency. Jim Rohn, the late great Jim Rohn, said something to me. He said, Jeff, a few simple disciplines done consistently over and over again equals multiple rewards. And I said, what do you mean by that, Jim? He said, you don't have to do 1,000 things. You have to do a handful of things 1,000 times over and over again. He goes, it's a simple business. It's not an easy business. It does require some discipline, some consistency of effort and work habits and attitude. But all you got to do is go out there and share the wonderful gift of health, share our product, share our opportunity, build relationships, build for events, you know, always keep growing with personal development, keep yourself in a peak resourceful state so you can go out there and serve and make a difference. And you know what? Have fun. I said it earlier, fun, freedom, and flexibility. Work out of your home. I mean, you get to stay at home, work in your underwear. I mean, eat your Juice Plus, share this gift. You know, Zoom calls are great. You know, this is so powerful that you can share our story, share our message through social media. Concepts are constant. The basics, the fundamentals will never change. And that's building a solid customer base, building a solid team, you know, and the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune's in the duplication. You know, always focus. The business is never about you. It's always about the person in front of you. Always focus on meeting their needs, adding value to their lives, and creating raving fan relationships. And long-term relationships equal long-term success. So, you know, Linda, in closing, I just want to say God bless all of you. I am so excited about our future. I truly believe the best years are ahead of us, not behind us. I was fortunate enough in Dubai last month at the big leadership event to sit next to one of the major investors into Juice Plus with a company called Ultimate Capital. And I said, why did you guys invest over $1 billion into Juice Plus? And he shared with me, he said, you know, Jeff, we see this company, whatever they're doing, call it 700 million, underperforming with these world-class products and a 50-year-old solid, stable, lasting company. He goes, we see this company doing $2, $3, $4, $5 billion a year in the next 5-10 years. And I said, tell me, why, what do you see? What are the things you see that we need to do? And he said, you guys are in 20-some countries. You need to be in 100 countries. This product and this opportunity needs to go global, a global expansion. And if you're sitting over there in Australia or New Zealand, look at Malaysia, look at Singapore, look at all the markets there in Southeast Asia that you're going to be able to expand into. He said, we're going to have a strong IT system, a strong back office to support the team and the partners going out there. We're going to give them the tools and the support that they want and need. There's just a handful of things that we're going to do. By the time we're in Rio in 2025, we're going to be all sitting in Rio together 5 years from now, and we're going to be doing $2, $3, $4 billion a year. This company's going to be doing over $2 billion a year, and we're all going to be doing very, very well financially. And I said, you know what? I really like you. I'm glad I got to sit next to you at dinner tonight. that was a great. I'm glad you shared that. So it's exciting, and it got me fired up, Linda. I said, you know what? I'm going to refire, not retire. I'm going to go after this thing the next 5 years. I'm 58 years old in May. I'm the healthiest I've been. I'm a young 58. I gave up drinking almost 6 months ago. The mental clarity, the higher level of consciousness, the spiritual awakening, just on fire. And how could I stay home in my beach house here, my ivory tower, and be a selfish NMD and just focus on myself and not pay this forward? When you know what you know, this is not an opportunity. This is a responsibility to go out there and share this story, share this message, share the mission. So Linda, thank you and James for having me on. Love to see you guys back down here in Florida when things calm down here at the beach house. And God bless all of you, and thank you for having me on the call.
Thank you so, so much, Jeff. You're the master. There's a reason why every single time that we get to hear you, it doesn't matter how many times I've got books of your one-liners. And I always feel like signing up again, like, oh my God, what am I doing? Sitting around, let's go. So it's a gift. And I love that you're just getting warmed up still after 30 plus something years. It just inspires the hell out of me. I mean, Cheryl Cortese started when she's 42. I'm 45. I got the jump on this. Let's go, right?
You do. That's it.
You're an incredible mentor.
Thank you guys for having me.
So thank you so much. For anyone else, while there's 370 of you online, there's quite a few leaders here online that want to welcome you too. So I know you got to go, Jeff. We are very, very grateful for you, my friend. Can everyone just wave madly and write, thank you, Jeff? Let's give him a big
thank you guys.
Global thank you from us.
You lead from the front and with your heart.
Thank you.
You've taught us that from day one. Thank you.
That's it. That's it. Share from the heart.
Not only you, but everyone else is going to stay on.
Guys.
I think that's.
Yeah, they're invited to for sure. It's very late some places. It's very early other places. You're invited to stay on if you want. And we'll continue.
All right. Thank you, guys.
I'll
sign off. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. So I've been listening to Jeff literally for 12 years, and I have so many of his one-liners. My favorite of all time of Jeff's one-liners is, don't let your discomfort, your fear, get in the way of your mission. And I think that that's a particularly relevant one for so many amazing new people who have said yes, and maybe you're not even quite really clear and sure of why you're here. I hope that you feel why you're here, that you have found a home, that you have found somewhere where you could really build your belief, first of all, is what I'm taking from Jeff, and where you're surrounded by tribes of mentors, not just one. Many of you have 10, 15, 20 different mentors who are here, all serving the same thing. This is the ultimate pay it forward business. The only way that we can be successful in this business is about the person in front of you. I love how Jeff said that. Make it about them. It's all about the person in front of you. Deliver their needs, understand what they want, and together we help them go get it. So, to finish here, James and I, we said yes to this 12 years ago. I know that it's a very unique time out there, and there's a lot of unique situations. Some of you have had just some very unsettling news. Some of you know someone who's had some unsettling news about their job fears, their job uncertainty, and financial security. And here's just what I want to reassure you with. That 12 years ago, I said yes in desperation. It was total desperation. And, it was one of those questions of, what if this works? What if you could do this too? And we didn't have many options at that time. We had 3 kids under 3.5. We just moved back to America. We had really lost pretty much everything, which we didn't have a lot, but we had some things. We had a business, we had a house, we had cars. And so when we moved back to Australia, we did need to start from scratch. James was working in the real estate industry at the start of the global financial crisis. Not great on the Gold Coast. He was working 6 days a week, and it just was no use me paying to have the kids in childcare. And it wasn't worth going and getting kind of a retail job. I wasn't ready. I never wanted to go back to corporate. And when you look up work from home opportunity, it's quite absurd, the suggestions that you find, like fill in surveys and, you know, start your own candle, you know, factory, and all of these ridiculous suggestions that I couldn't relate to. And I want you to keep this in mind. My friend Lauren was already doing this Juice Plus thing. And I'm so grateful that she kept circling back to me many times. And when she saw me at my most desperate, she said, I know that you've said no, but let me ask you this. What if you can? What if this does work? And what if we can help you really create all those things that you're saying no to right now? What if? And so I share this because I want you to have some of those braver conversations, first of all, with yourself. Ask yourself, what if I really can do this? I just heard from this guy. And what if I really can? What if I can be like Jeff? What if I can be like Cheryl, 30 plus years in the business? What if I can be like Lauren, 14 years in the business? Every single year, consistency, caring over time has created such an unbelievable global, together we have global empires of influence. Why? Because the only way that we get to be successful is by putting you front and center and saying, what do you want? Let's go and get it. And so, you know, your story began a few years after, while I began to build this. It was that first $200 in my first month that literally changed my life. That's the month that I'm most grateful for, by the way. My very first month when I said yes, and I was scared and I didn't know what to do. And I trusted my friend and I just said, show me what to do. Just show me what to do. I've got no clue, but show me what to do. And she said, Linda, do you know two or three women just like you who are down on confidence, down on luck, without much hope, who are tired of saying no and being broke and financially insecure? Do you know any other women like that? I said, I know a few. And she said, you just start there and you just invite them. You just say, what if? And it's that simple. I know that we have lots of scripts and lots of training and lots of unbelievable leadership, but please, it's about caring enough to say, hey, what if? I want you to take a look. This makes sense to me. I'm excited. I have hope over here. I want you to come and take a look at this with me. And so year after year, I stayed in line. I was never going to quit on a bad day because I had those mentors teaching me the unbelievable magnificence. It's the seventh wonder of the world, is the compound effect of you taking small steps consistently over time that continue to add up and continue to add up. And some of these incredible leaders here who eventually said yes to me didn't say yes right away. Some watched this for a few years, some watched this for 6 years. And timing will always be right at some stage. So everyone that you're planting a seed with and inviting right now, it's a magical gift that literally can change someone's life. It dramatically changed mine. It dramatically changed James. Do you want to share? I'll see what other leaders are.
Sure.
Available.
You know, I want to say this, you know, if you're brand new on and you've tuned in there, like, you know, oh my God, I love Jeff. What a guy, right? And it's not always that way. Certainly sit and have a coffee and a sandwich with him, but to hear the level of conviction he has is so inspiring, right? I think because we all, somewhere in us, have that deep desire to have that level of conviction with something, whatever it is. And if you're brand new, you have the opportunity to do that with this product and this company. I sometimes use the term that this is a vehicle. We have to show up however we are. Juice Plus is the way for us to connect. I cannot think of anything in my life that would enable me to be, first and foremost, if we think through what's most important in life and what we value most, for me, it's being around the people I love. right? My wife, my children, that's it. If I don't have to leave this house and I've been told I can't, right? And you can see them in the background there. This is what I want. It's my highest value. This company and this mission allows me to do that. The next biggest mission for me, if I really put it down, the next number one value is to create an income, to create money, to provide for my family so we can have the life that we want, that we deserve, and I can leave a legacy. And I've never seen anything, having been in my own business and having been in sales and made a lot of money in different things, I've never seen anything with the power that this business truly had. Those of you who don't know our story, or Linda's with this, she set a goal to out-earn me in my corporate career, which I sort of smirked at a little, and it was sort of like, okay, that'd be cool. And then she went and did it. And I'd spent 20 years working to get to that level of commitment and professionalism and income. And here she was, like the engine that could, and she overtook me. So I'd never seen anything that had the potential like this. So here I am. I've found something that enables me to be around the people I love most, which is my highest value. It enables me to earn income and bring money into my family, which is my second highest value. Thirdly, it enables me to take charge of my own health, my own fitness. I know without a shred of doubt, I've been on this product 12 years. When I take this, I am better. My body, my cells love it. Whether it's the smoothie, the omegas, the caps, 12 years, this is it. I've found what I love most with this product and in my health. And then the fourth thing, if I really did want to think about, if I couldn't leave this house, this mission, whatever, if this was it, what's the other thing that would really light me up in life? Well, I guess somewhere in there, it's going to be helping others. It's being part of something bigger. I'd never truly wanted that because I'd always been looking to really meet those first three. But I see with this, and I see Linda with this, I see many of you leaders come into this with big hearts. This is a mission. We're in 30 countries. Jeff's talking 100, right? How many people can we go and help? If we could just get this into people's kitchens, when I say their kitchens, the product is on their bench and they start to take. If you could just write a little wave of wand and there was $100 go into 10 different people's bank accounts that you love every week for the next year, how would that make you feel?
Yeah.
That's mission. That's pouring in. With this, we had that. I've never had that in any job or anything career I've ever had. So I'm pretty sold on it. And if you're here and this is new for you, you know, that point that Jeff said, I love it. Be your very own. Be a raving fan of the product. Be your own raving fan. Go out and talk to people, and if the first person you have to talk to is the one in the mirror, well, you're in a good place for that too.
I love that. I've just been madly asking some of the leaders if they were up for a quick share of why they started, because I love the welcome calls. This is the best part of what we get to do. Kate, I'm going to unmute you, honey, and I'll pin you.
Spotlight her. Forget.
Is Kate on Spotlight?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, cancel the spotlight. Go ahead, Katie. Let's see if I can. You keep talking and I'll
Hey everyone. So it has now been 6 years since we have been a part of this incredible community. Linda and James were good friends of ours first, and we actually said no for 6 years. So something that, you know, Linda touched on before is we just never know when the timing is right for people. I think it's so important. If you're brand new to this and you're starting conversations and you're wanting to help your friends or your family, it might be a no right now, but it's not reflective of you. It's not reflective of anything but just the timing for someone. And for us, it just wasn't the right timing for those 6 years prior. Now, do I wish, knowing what I know now, that we had said yes sooner? Absolutely. We were at a point in life where we had 3 kids under 5. We had 5 traditional businesses. My husband's a chiropractor, and 3 degrees, we were helping a lot of people, but it was coming at a major cost to our family and our values. And, you know, I was working 16-hour days trying to juggle it all, feeling like I was doing a bad job of everything, you know, not being present with our children. And when I was with them, worrying about our business. And when I was in our business, I was worrying about our kids. So I got to a point where I was like, you know what? If we keep going the way we're going, and life doesn't change in the next 5 years, that's not what I signed up for. And I knew that we needed to do something differently today to create a different future. And it wasn't necessarily comfortable and it wasn't necessarily easy, but it was absolutely worth it. And, you know, with what James just touched on about the community and being around people that are there to lift you up and to help you dream, like as a mama, I realized I put everyone else's needs first before my own. I stopped dreaming. I stopped thinking about the things I wanted to do and create and places I wanted to go and people I wanted to give back to, because I didn't have a plan of how I was going to get there. And so to be able to be a part of a community where people are, you know, they've got your back. There's leaders like Jeff and like Linda and all the other beautiful people in this community that are there to hold your hand and take it at whatever pace you need. You know, right now, $50 a week could be a game changer for your family. That's perfect. You know, hearing what Jeff's created over 30 years can sometimes be a little bit like, whoa, that's a big thing, and it's phenomenal. But right now, I think, you know, just chunking it down into what can you do right now and who can you help. You know, this business has given our family an incredible amount of freedom. We've been able to sell all of our traditional businesses, and I'm so grateful right now, because I think about if we had the 40 staff and 5 centers that we used to not that many years ago, our life and our dinner table right now would be very, very different. We've also been able to give our parents the gift of retirement because of this opportunity. And I know right now there's a lot of you that you've literally gotten started. It's like, I don't even know where to begin. But it's just having some faith and trust in the people that have gone before you, the company, the products that people need more than ever right now, and just figuring out how you go about reaching out to people that you love and care about and just saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. I hope you and your family are safe and well right now. And I don't know if you've seen what I'm up to, but I've just gotten a part of this amazing community and I'm loving it so far. It's literally early days, but I'd love to share more with you, you know, to just so you know what I'm up to. And, you know, you just don't know what's possible. You don't know, every conversation to me is a lifeline. We don't know who we're reaching out to, that it could be a game changer, that people need community and support and understanding right now, because there is a lot of negativity and bad news out there. And I think it's pretty safe to say that this community, whether you do a little or a lot, is a place of positivity, and it's going to lift you up and have you playing a bigger game of life. So we're so grateful as a family, and you know, the other leaders that are a part of this incredible community too. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you so much, Katie. I thank God I got my friend back, and you're not working all of those hours and never taking a holiday. Thanks, honey. Adam, I've unmuted you, and if you start talking, I'll go speak of you.
Hey guys, welcome. Yeah, big welcome to all our newbies here. It's always good to be here. Always good to connect with the newbies. Hello. Yeah, big welcome to all the new people here, and super excited for what it could be for you. There's no doubt the obvious right now. There's never been a time like this ever before, where people are in so much uncertainty and fear, not only just about their financial situation, but also their health. And, you know, like Jeff shared tonight, you know, you're in the right place, the right time with the perfect company. And, you know, we have an incredible company. That's one of the things I know. Like, you know, our CEO and one of our owners of Australasia is sitting here tonight on this call at, you know, 9:45, probably just making sure we say all the right things, and I'll probably get a rap over my knuckles later. But I will say this, you know, I said no, like Kate, like I didn't jump at this straight away. I was a traditional business owner. I've always been ambitious and driven. I was always hardworking, but I probably realized after about a dozen years of owning my own business that just traditional business never really served on the dreams and aspirations that I was looking for. I think, you know, trying to juggle being a dad and being successful financially, you know, to be honest, I just, it wasn't cut out for me. I felt like the things that was a disservice for me and my traditional business served me so well here. And, you know, I had 25, 30 staff at one stage. I can't tell you how many times I stayed behind and coached and trained and mentored staff, not only just about like building their own PT. I was a personal trainer, so building their own clientele, but their own personal life and things like that. And then, you know, sure enough, they'd grow, build, and then they'd go on and do other things. And I think the thing that I loved about here, the thing that I got really early, is that this business has got nothing to do with me. I don't know how I certainly Linda mentored me really well, but I think early on I really worked out that for me to be successful had nothing to do with me, and it was more about how I could serve others and help others get what they want and see what this could be for them. So if you are here tonight and you are brand new, and I know for me, I had a list a mile long of people that I wanted to share this, but I think the thing is we're going to learn, and don't think you're going to be an expert straight away. Like, I can't tell you how many silly conversations I've had and moments where I'm like, oh, did I just really say that? And I could tell you guys so many stupid stories. Like, I remember being in a store in Auckland and talking to a young girl and saying to her, she asked me what we do. And I said, we're looking for girls just like you. And she was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, we've got this online business. And it just sounds so awkward. And the people that I was traveling with a couple of other team members, they looked at me. I'm like, no, not like that sort of business. So I think the thing is, we're all going to stuff up and stay stupid shit. And it is funny, and we learn and we grow and do that. And I think no matter how far you're on this journey, just embrace the growth, embrace the challenges. That no doesn't mean no forever. Like I said no to Linda, like what felt like forever, but for 3 years. But it was the stories and the way that she kept showing up that had me be open to this eventually. And to be honest, like same with Kate. I had a traditional business. I was in the fitness game. The reality is, if I had stayed there, I'd be screwed right now. No one's got a job. No one's got cash flow. The cash flow we lived week by week in our traditional business. The cash flow was tough, and mate, we would be eating rice and beans right now. There's no doubt. So I think the thing is that you guys are in the right place. It is about making it about other people. It's about taking an interest in them first and foremost. And some of the first people I ever shared this with, some of them are here, and some of them aren't. So I think the thing is, some will run with you and some won't, and just embrace the journey, enjoy the growth. It takes time. But I can tell you guys, if you can really throw yourself into this, and I think we forget this sometimes, Linda, I think, like some of the things that we listened to in the beginning that really helped us build belief. Like if there was a couple of things, you guys are brand new. Like you guys got to listen to Jeff Roberti, and most of you guys don't really see the significance of it tonight, but you're like, this is an excited American. But he's the man. Like he's like the $100 million man of not Juice Plus network marketing. He's in the top 10 earners of all time in network marketing. It's a big deal what you guys saw. But the other things I would say to you guys, Jim Rohn, How to Build Your Network Marketing Business, was the first audio that I ever listened to. Linda said, you got to watch this thing. And look, the first 5 minutes, stick with it. You're a bit like, who is this old man? This is weird, but it's certainly worth it. And I know certainly for a lot of people it's an aha moment. I would certainly encourage you guys all to, I'm not sure how you can get your hands on this, but this book was the first book that I ever read. It's called The 4-Year Career. And I'm just going to say this, girls, if you're on here tonight, like most girls make a decision because it feels good. No disrespect, but there's something about this that feels right. But most men do it, and your partners do it because it makes sense. Like, show me the money. Like, how does this thing work? Are you going to get paid? So, girls, I would say this: don't try to convince your hubbies like that you're doing the right thing. Like, just put him in front of, like, get him a copy of the 4-Year Career book. Maybe you can get it for him for Father's Day. Or maybe, listen, there's a great documentary, Rise of the Entrepreneur. I'd say, go and search Rise of the Entrepreneur on YouTube. You can find it. It's free, and away you go. And then the book that the same guy who put that together, GoPro, 7 Steps to Building a Successful Network Marketing Business. That'll be the 3 golds that I think sometimes we forget how much impact they made to our lives. And I'll tell you guys this, I've got the audio to GoPro, and I'll probably listen to that once a year. And I can tell you the first 2 chapters, like I've cried through the first 2 chapters listening to it on Audible, because like this business isn't perfect, but when you really get in here and you really realize what it has to offer, you understand that it stacks up and it's better than anything else. And right now we're about to experience like one of those reasons why. So I'm excited for you guys on your journey. it's not meant to be. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Let's be honest. Who wouldn't want to be able to work from home? Like, it's 160. Well, some of you guys, it was $50 to join. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it seems too good to be true. But it's what you make of that investment. Show up, treat it like a business, and it can certainly reward you one if you want it to.
I love that. The old school, we were just saying that to some new starters when we were talking about numbers and swing the bat, and it's tried and proven for sure. Celine, I'm just where are you? Let me quickly, is she still on?
No, I'm here.
Keep talking so I can
Find where I am.
Yay!
There's a lot of amazing people on here. I'm just loving it. That we're in here somewhere.
Can you just share, everyone, if you're brand new, this woman is such a huge heart and soul of Juice Plus Australia. She's been in the direct selling industry for, should we reveal how old you are, Celine? I don't know.
Yeah, 35 years.
35, there you go.
Yeah.
Why are we in the right place? Why is this the company with a heart?
Well, I think first of all, I just put a little comment in there. I mean, my phone, even like literally as I was getting on this call tonight, I just received another message from somebody, and it actually kind of grabs my heart because somebody else saying, I just want to say thank you so much for this business and this opportunity and everything that we're doing to stay open and to continue to be able to provide, because like their job had disappeared overnight, and this was what they were going to be relying on. And so, besides everything that's going on in the world right now, I think just knowing that what you're creating, whether you're creating it quickly or slowly, it doesn't matter. You're creating something that actually has the power to be able to help you in those times when maybe other things won't. And so I think that's the thing that I would really want to impress upon you is there's a number of things that you are getting right now. One of the things I think that this last few weeks have reminded all of us is the gift that we have in our hand. We have an amazing gift to be able to share. And Jeff, spoke so beautifully about that, is remind yourself all what the gift that you actually have, the gift of health, the gift of wealth, the gift of community, the gift of support and mentorship. Right now, I suppose the personal development that you're all receiving from the calls that you're amazing leaders. And I just want to give a shout out to all of the leaders that are not just on here tonight, but right across Australia and New Zealand. I can honestly tell you, I have been in this profession for 35 years. And I'm not just saying this to you guys. I actually said it to another person from a completely different company today about how blessed I feel with the leadership we have in how they are showing up for you guys right now in this crisis. And so I really want to thank them for how they are showing up for each and every single one of you, because that's the true measure. Leaders are actually made through crises like this. And so every one of us have the opportunity to continue to grow through rather than go through what we're actually looking at the moment. And that's what I really want you to remind you is we have an opportunity together to grow through this, because it will pass. And what you get to do now, the seeds that you sow now, will set you up for many, many years to come, not just as we're going through this, but literally on the other side of it. So it is the right time, better than ever, because we're in a company that has a product that actually can help people right now. And that's the reality. That's not making any claims or anything like that. The reality is that a lot of people need to bridge the gap because they can't all find what actually is going on. So I think that that's really important. And then the next thing is the financial side of it. And whether that is just a little that's able to add into the family coffers at the moment, or it's a lot, every bit I know is going to make a difference. So, and from a company perspective, I can guarantee you, we've got your back. We are doing absolutely everything we can to make sure that we continue to operate the whole way through this crisis. So everything that we're doing, our staff are set up to be able to support you, whether they've got to be working from home or in the office. And our warehouse team are just going around the clock. We've created 2 shifts, mixed not long in the door, actually, from working to pack your Juice Plus so it's out in your doors. So thank you for the leadership that are walking this journey together. So proud of every single one of you. And to all of you new people, just just welcome. We're so excited to be able to be on this journey with you, and we're here to support you every step of the way as well.
Thank you, Celine. Beautiful words. And just to finally, I've found Mr. Brian Marsh here. Does anyone recognise this guy?
Finally.
Can you just remind us all, Riser, why people are in the right place at the right time?
Wow. What's up? Pretty excited to be with you guys. Look, quick review of my story. It was my wife's idea to get started. It wasn't my idea to get started. She wanted to get out of the house. We've got like 30 kids at home. It feels like that. It feels like 100 at the moment, actually, with being in lockdown. So she was looking for something. We had looked at all these other businesses, and she had watched, Kira for about a year, sat on the fence, and then finally had the confidence, I suppose, to reach out to her. And we went around, we had a bunch of questions, and we got started. But I wasn't doing this thing. I wasn't ready for it. I was skeptical. We know that there's a bad prospect, there's just bad timing. We can all think back to a time where we wouldn't have joined a network marketing business. But I saw an opportunity once I got those questions answered on what this could be for the people in my world, and for Fiona, and for family members and friends. And, it was upsetting to me, I suppose, when I saw that our family and friends were having children and putting those children in daycare. And we couldn't go on holidays together. We couldn't hang out on weekends because they were having to work, or the kids, or whatever. So we just saw an opportunity where we could contribute, and we got started, and we did some pretty cool things. But I think that if you just think about what I share with people when they get started, there's a few big things. One of them is the more you know, the slower you go. You don't need to have any certain skill set or any knowledge to create success in this business. This is the power of network marketing, is that you have an amazing community, a support system that's there in the trenches with you, taking every step with you. We are doing it together. But that's the power of the system, that you can introduce people into the groups, and the groups support everyone. Learning how many fruits and vegetables and how they get them into the capsules does not pay you in this business. What pays you in this business is talking to people and helping people. And I got that, I think, very early on, that we just were talking to people, introducing them into an amazing system, and let the system do the work. So keep it simple. Keep it very simple. We are here with you at every step of the way. The second thing is have fun. This has got to be fun. If you're not having fun, find the fun in the business. Adam and I used to tour a lot together, and I remember this one moment we're in an Uber, and Adam's working his butt off. He's talking to the Uber driver. He reckons he had the Uber driver. And then I jumped in the back seat of the car and said, "Oh, he's not trying to recruit you into his scam, is he?" But we're just having fun, right? We're having fun. We're enjoying the moment, because people are not going to join you on the journey if you're not having fun. If you don't have a vision as to where you are going, to what you want for this and people around you, it's got to be fun. You've got to enjoy it. And the last thing that I love to share with people is that I honestly believe that you've made the best decision, the right decision in the right time to get started. And you're about to start the most important work in your life, the most important work you'll ever do, because you're about to impact people's health, lifestyle, financial security, so many different areas of your life. Enjoy that, embrace it, lean in on people, realize that you've got thousands of people around you that are going to support you at every step of the way. You are not doing it by yourself. You are doing it with a whole community of people that want success for you, want to see you succeed. My uplines, my sidelines all did it for me. We're passing that on now. And I can't wait to hang out with you at conference. I can't wait to hang out with you on the road once we're out of this virus crackdown and lockdown and get to hang out. And Yeah, you don't travel with me. So anyway, thank you so much. I think this is the best time, right, for all of us. If people aren't joining you now, when they go back to work, do you think they're going to feel secure in their job? No, life will never be the same for them. They might be just thinking about getting their next paycheck at the moment, but when they're back in that world, they'll never feel secure in that job again. So now's the time. Now's the time to be building the relationships. You may not get they may not join right now, but you've got to drip feed on them, love on them, build the relationships, because there will be a time when they're ready and comfortable, and we'll get going.
I love it, buddy. Thank you so much. We just to close this out, it's been a mega huge hour, and there's 3 team mantras that I want to finish on, and these meant so much to me. I took them in my heart when I first heard them, and culture trumps everything. And you know, when Jeff says welcome home, you found a family, you truly have. Our first team mantra is that you're a blessing in our team, whether you do a little or a lot. And we mean that. Just come on along. Just be part of the community. Build your belief. We're here to take care of you. That's number 1. The second is you go at your own pace. There's going to be times when it's go time. Like right now, there's not much sleep, and I'm okay with that. It's go time. I've got a lot of people to help. And there's other times when you will get paid to go to the beach and relax and have time out. And the third one is you're acceptable as you are. And what we really mean by that is it doesn't matter your age, your background, your skill set, your education, your belief right now. It just doesn't matter about any of that. We build you. We show you every single step of the way as you need to know it. And so to wrap it up, thank you so, so much. You're in the right place, and welcome home. Thanks, everyone. Thanks especially for those speakers who joined me in sharing their story tonight. Take care.
Love it, gang.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.